What up everybody, it's Anime Junkie, and welcome to part 3 to What If Deku Had Full Counter. And now, let's get to the intro.
Late nights messing up my sleep, so I'm flustered. Taking out aggression with my pen because I trust it. Playing, trying to get myself a lamb color cuss for the game. Leave him hanging by his chain. Click bang, feeling rage, feeling fire in my brain, feeling sane. And it's slowly feeling flames, moving fast to my brain, bringing more still no glory.
Okay guys, before we start, I'd like to tell you something. I got like these 2 past days, or the past week or so, I got a fury of hate comments and saying that I didn't upload really well or something like that about my content or something. But because of those hate comments, I will consider doing a script, because after these 3 videos that I'm going to upload, I'm going to do a script. Because first of all, I'm not only doing this because of the hate comments, because like if there's so many hate comments, there is definitely wrong or something wrong on this channel. And I realized something, that every single video that I've done, I'm not really that proud of it, because it's not quality, it's just quantity, that's all. So now I want to focus on quality instead of quantity, and doing scripts and all that stuff. Because if you didn't know, and if you didn't check my community tab or got a message or a post or anything like that, I told you guys in a post that I started an animation channel. I'm not gonna tell you what the name is, because I don't want you guys to know it yet. I want the same pleasure to like start a whole new community from like the bottom and the start, because I want to do that again. It was really fun doing that in this channel, so I wanted to get that feeling back again. So I don't really want to tell you guys what that animation channel is, and I haven't really uploaded on it yet. I just created the channel banner and the profile picture and the name and all that stuff, but I'm actually working on the video. And I realized, because in my future animation videos I would need practice to create scripts and all that stuff. So with this channel, I would like to practice and script writing and all that stuff. And animation takes a long time, which is also the same reason that I've been not getting that much sleep yet, because I've been grinding on those animations, you know. So yeah, that is exactly why I haven't been uploading on this channel for a long time. Not a long time, but this week, because I've actually started animating. My script is done for that video, so I just need to animate it. So yeah. Oh wait, I still have to record it first. Yeah, I forgot that. But yeah, I'm gonna start animating after I record it. But yeah, so I will be focusing on scripts pretty soon. I'm not telling you guys that I'm completely switching over. It's like, okay, every single video after this is gonna be scripted. I'm just saying that, oh, I'm practicing with it on the side to basically find out if I'm good with it or not, or what makes it different, and is it easier for me or not. But yeah, I never really dived into scripts before. I just went like on my phone and started saying some stuff. So I'd never really tested any scripts out. So I just wanted to see if I'm good at script writing and talking to it, like that stuff. And I would actually put a lot more effort on my videos, because I actually want to be proud of them in the end. Because if I don't enjoy them, I mean, I don't really think why other people would join them too. So yeah, I would be focusing on quality instead of quantity now. So just want to tell you guys that, and that's all. So let's actually continue with the story now. So you guys actually told me in the comments below that Deku X Momo is a really good idea, so I am gonna do it. And some people did say Suyu versus Suyu X Deku, but it was only like 1 or 2 people. But the entire comments were just saying Deku X Momo and Deku and all that stuff. So yeah, it's gonna be Deku and X Momo. And it's also going to be the perverted Deku, but Deku's only going to be perverted to the to Momo. That's all, because Deku, or Meliodas in the actual 7 Deadly Sins, he was only perverted to Elizabeth. So yeah, he's only going to be perverted to Momo the first time he sees her, which is going to be pretty early on. I think he would probably run into her in like a mall or something, but whatever. Deku does have that childish, or let's say happy-go-lucky personality, like he's all fun and stuff, but when he does get serious, when he's like in a villain fight or whatever, that's when he gets serious. So yeah. Oh, and another thing, I forgot this, I don't know why I forgot this, but Meliodas is immortal because he's a demon and all that stuff. So he is immortal, and I would say Meliodas sealed himself inside of the mark or whatever. I know the mark is like a mark that you get by like burning your skin or something, and what all the 7 deadly sins get after becoming the 7 deadly sins. But let's say Meliodas just sealed that mark into like his first child or something, and then also sealed his legendary treasure, and he just sealed it inside of him, and he also sealed himself inside of the what's it called, the tattoo. So technically Meliodas is alive, but he's just inside the shield, and he can like look at everything around him, like, oh, here's my great grandson, and he's doing a really good job with my magical power, but it's a quirk or something. Well, whatever. But yeah, oh well, never mind. He would know the history because every single generation of his like children or whatever, he would see everything going down. So he's like his son, he saw his entire son's life, he saw his grandson's life, he saw the son of his grandson's life, whatever. But he basically saw the entire world going down and then building itself back up again, and quirks appearing and all that stuff. The reason why I don't want to bring Meliodas out or anything like that, or making him alive and actually interacting with people in that My Hero Academia world, is because he's way too overpowered. I mean, he has a demon form. He's way too overpowered. If he has like his assault form on, he can completely destroy a country. I don't really care, but that's a little too much. And Meliodas being there is just a little too much, and it's gonna be pointless because even if he's there, the focus of the story is Deku and how he uses the full counter and the demon power. Because remember, he gets to the demon power. So yeah, the focus of the story is that, and not Meliodas himself. So he's not going to be around that much, and it's not going to be crucial to the story. So let's move on. Let's say Deku's 10 years old. He's coming back from school, and then he enters the house. He sees his like this old man, or just middle-aged man, sitting at the table with his mom. He's like, "Oh, mom, I'm home. Who's this?" He's like, "Oh, this is your father." He's like, "Oh, my dad. Nice to meet you." And he's like, "Ah, nice." And he basically sees the mark, or the dragon mark, on Deku's shoulder. He's like, "Oh, you were born with that too, right?" "Yeah, I remember." He's like, "Oh, this is like a family or mark or something, or birthmark. Every single person in my family was born with this dragon tattoo." Oh, and by the way, so the legendary treasure, if his father has it, I mean, his father doesn't have it, by the way. I'm just saying that because the latest son always has a treasure. So if Deku has like a son, and then he's born with like a tattoo on his shoulder, he would get the mark or whatever. But if he ends up controlling the mark and whatever, because Deku's father and his ancestors didn't really learn how to control the mark and harness his power. But yeah, so if they would have learned that, Deku wouldn't have got his treasure or whatever. But yeah, his father doesn't have anything similar to Meliodas' power. He doesn't have any demon side. He doesn't have any single power. I would just say he has this fire ability, and that's all. And the reason why I included his father is to basically ship Momo and Deku together, because let's say Deku's father worked in the same company that Momo's father owned. So the CEO of whatever company that Deku's father works at is owned by Momo's father, and let's say the boss and him are really close friends, and they're like, okay, let's have an arranged marriage between our daughter and son and whatever. But that will happen, and his father came back to his family because he wanted to tell them news. It's like, okay, we decided to give you an arranged marriage. And Deku, being the pervert he is, he's like, oh, really? Is it a girl? He's like, of course it's a girl. What are you talking about? So Deku goes back into his room and he's like, oh yeah, time to start. And I don't know what he's starting, but whatever. But yeah, let's move on to like 1 month later, or like 2 weeks later. They meet up. Momo sees Deku and he's like, oh, she's actually pretty pretty. So they meet. Momo is completely good with this relationship. I mean, she's like, okay, if my father wants it, I'll do it. And then they like hang out. They go on their first date, and then Momo starts actually liking Deku, even though he's a pervert. But she's like, okay, whatever. So after a few months of them staying together, and then both of their parents basically create a home. Well, with the money from Momo's house or Momo's family, they created a house or a bungalow or something, but like a castle, or like a small castle, and they just stay there together like alone, and then they just move in together, and now they're staying together. I got this idea from Ryan Trunky, so if you want to see any of these like Deku x Momo ones, you can go up to his channel because he does a lot of that, and I enjoy his content, so it's pretty fun. So yeah, shout out to Ryan Trunky, by the way. So yeah, okay, so I don't know if Momo would actually go to the same school as Deku, because like she's too rich for that type of school. So I don't know, tell me guys if Deku should move into Momo's school or Momo should move into his school or whatever. But yeah, let's say by this time Deku's still going to the same school and Momo's going to her school and all that stuff. Should Deku actually get like a motorbike or something, or it should have like a chauffeur or something? But yeah, let's actually get to the action. So this is like the let's say, actually no, they're not 10 years old when they get arranged marriage. Let's say they're like close to 14 years old, because that's like 10 years old getting married. That's not good. Anyway, so they're like 14 years old and they're really close to the start of the anime. So they stay together with 1 year, and let's say when they turn 15 they actually move into their house. Then let's move on to the sludge attack. Deku is probably going around. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go visit my parents, so I'm pretty fast on my feet and I don't really need a driver, so I'm probably gonna run there. He would go to a tunnel and get attacked by a sludge villain. Then there's sludge villain is like a physical attacker, so he's like, okay, this is gonna work. So, and by the way, remember, Deku has that dark form now, and he still hasn't activated it. He just remembers having this dream of fighting this black demon type of person, but he ended up defeating him. So he's like, oh, it's probably some kind of fantasy dream I had, but whatever. Yeah, so he hasn't actually been in a dangerous situation to actually activate his, what is it called, the black demon form. So yeah, he activates it as soon as the sludge villain actually pounces on him. He activates it, and then the demon, or not the demon, what am I saying? The sludge villain notices that this kid's like, he's knocked out, but his eyes are like completely black, and there's this like tattoo over his eyes or eyebrows. And then he's like, he attacks him, and then he notices he's like cut in half. And then he's like, what the hell? He falls, and Deku just creates this black aura around his arm, and it's like into a axe format. And then he just starts running towards the sludge villain, and he's like, oh my god, what the hell? And he just attacks him and flattens him, and the sludge villain is knocked out. All Might arrives there and he sees this like black aura going inside of this kid's hand, and then he's like, he acts like he just woke up from a dream. And then he's like, whoa, what the hell happened? I thought I was being attacked. He's like, whoa, what the hell happened with this sludge villain? And then All Might just appears behind him. He's like, oh my god, it's All Might. And he asks him for like a signature, and then he's like, oh, I don't know what happened, like this sludge villain attacked me, and then in a blink of an eye I just woke up, and then this sludge villain was just passed out in front of me. And he's like, oh really, did you do something, like your quirk activated or something? I was like, no, I don't think so. But then he's like, okay, did you see someone that helped you out or something? He's like, no, I didn't see anything. It was just, I just went black, and then I woke up in front of the sludge villain. He's like, maybe your quirk did activate. Whatever. But it's like, okay, what does your quirk have to do with, kid? And he's like, oh, it's full counter. I can counter anything with any quirk or long range quirk. If it's like a physical attack or a physical quirk, I can't counter it, but I can counter long range quirks. And I was like, wow, that's a really powerful quirk, kid. He's like, yeah, thanks. So, can I become a hero like you? He's like, oh, sure thing. With a quirk like that, of course you can become a hero like me. And All Might would like take the sludge villain and just jump off. And Deku's already got his answer, so I don't think it would actually jump for All Might and save him, or just like ask him a question. So he already asked him because he's way more cool-headed and he's way more confident this time. So he's like, okay, can I become like a hero like you? And he's like, oh yeah, sure thing. And he would just take the sludge villain and just jump off. And I don't think he would mess up and drop the sludge villain. I think he would get there or get to the police station in time and hand over the sludge villain, and his day's over. And this video's over. Okay, so hope you guys like, because it really does help the channel. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for my future videos. And as always, Anime Junkie out.